All right, greetings and salutations. We are back with Aries. Gonna do you next, and we're gonna save Sagittarius for the final and last reading. Aries Woman up top, Aries Masculine at the bottom. Overall energy is fairly important. Bottom line energy is very important. So just get a quick shuffle with these, and we will begin. After I finish Sagittarius, like I say, I'm definitely going to do Twin Flames and Separation. And I'm going to say the last weekly reading, which is Twin Flames and Reunion and Recognition, for tomorrow morning. Got y'all. So, first card in this message, Aries, we got the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is the Khalees Bossy card in my deck. The song Bossy by Khalees. Play that shit. You can be a nigga and still feel that way. You bossing up in life, bossing up on your career, bossing up on whatever it is you can boss the fuck up on right now. And Pentacles are persons, places, and things. Shit you can taste, tell, see, feel, and hear. Another thing this Queen of Pentacles could be is a karmic feminine. But this ain't a divine message, so I'm going to just stick to the script on this. This is a boss. Okay? Clarifying this boss energy, we got the Five of Cups. This is isolation, emotional isolation. You know, this is a hermit card. You being kind of solo nowadays. This is being in a class by yourself. Or the analogy that I like using for the Five of Cups, it's just like being a 9, 10-year-old high school senior. You know, you go to high school with everybody else. But you a kid, like you ain't going to parties, you ain't turning up, you ain't fucking, smoking, drinking, none of that shit. Like you got a Spider-Man backpack on, you about to play Fortnite with your little Voltron crew and shit. Soon your mama pick you up from school and take you to the crib like you a kid in adult situations, but you ain't old enough to really be in these situations. So you feel like an outsider, you feel like an odd man out to be in a whole environment that's too old for you. Because the shit that they got going on, you ain't ready for it. That's the analogy. Shit is habits and situations they on, you don't want to develop yet. Like, you overdeveloped. You a fucking 9, 10-year-old high school senior. Like, you still got 4, 5 plus years in college. Shit, by the time you get your PhD, you going to be a good Doogie Howser in this motherfucker. Like, it's going to be, like I say, you got at least 7 to 8 years of this shit before you kind of done, or at least old enough to do what you want to do. But right now, you got to do what you can. And that's your pickle. Now, being an Aries in this pickle, you bossing up on it. You in a class by yourself. See, this is like, you got it in with the boss a little different than everybody else. Boss don't fuck with nobody. They fuck with you, though. It's like, you a teacher. Kids don't fuck with none of the teachers at this school. They fuck with you, though. You a counselor. You a whatever. Whatever you doing. You in a field where a lot of people don't fuck with people like you. But they fuck with you, though. Somehow you done bossed up when it comes to your career. Or bossed up when it comes to your job. Or bossed up when it comes to, like, you just knowing how to generate pentacles. You bossing up on something. And the reason why you bossing up on it is because you're the only person that can do this. Given who you are, given what you into, you can pull this off. But what happens is people think they can do what you do and try to do what you do and end up fucking your shit up trying to do it. It's like you found a method to where you can get whatever you want, but you like look normal. Like the way you look, you ain't a familiar face. You know what I mean? You can blend in. You kind of like unknown. And then when people do what you do, it makes what you doing known. Thus, they fucking your shit up like a college smoke spot or something like that. Like, that's fairly important. You came up on something nice, but it's only something you can do. So make sure your friends or your peoples or whoever you got around you, make sure they don't get in on whatever you in on, because they gonna fuck it up for you and everybody else. You're the person that can, like, it's like Harriet Tubman. She can get in and get out. You know what I mean? A lot of reason why I think how Harriet Tubman was even to make all that shit possible of getting all these people to freedom is because I think people underestimated her. They didn't think she was capable of doing what she was doing. And she had a whole Underground Railroad system till a white man found out about the Underground Railroad. Till it got outed. Imagine that. Like, imagine the Underground Railroad before the white people knew about it. I mean, it was white people in the Underground Railroad, you know, but we talking about like massive Southern whites and shit. It's like you got the hookup at a club to where you know which color wristband you need to buy, put on at home so you can just walk in the club. It was cool when you was the only one doing it. You told your friend what you was doing. Now your friend got all their friends putting on fake wristbands to the club, to where now the club on that shit heavy. You can't just come in here. They had to switch the colors up or switch the bands up because people kept getting in. Overall energy, Aries, y'all motherfuckers, like I said, y'all shit. Obviously, y'all got influence. Y'all by yourselves. But y'all really not, because it's like, given where y'all at, people try to do what y'all do, but can't do what y'all do, and they end up fucking themselves up because of it. But what you doing ain't necessarily divine. Like, your methods ain't necessarily right. You unorthodox with what you doing, but that don't make it right, it being unorthodox. So by it being unorthodox, it's going to be other people that's going to do it, that's going to really make you understand exactly what you're doing by them doing it, if that makes sense. Bottom line, we got a self-imposed prison. Eight of Swords. This is a long-standing belief that needs to be eradicated. False sense of entitlement, false sense of security, false sense of environment. This is walls and gates up against your heart and mind and keep your heart and mind from getting like broke or poached on. But you got professional wall climbers and tunnel diggers that can get through these gates that you pull up. So I just take it as Eight of Swords. It's a self-imposed prison. It's a mental prison. That means can nobody see you in this prison because it's a mental prison. You in it, you're going to have to get yourself out. It's a mental prison. You got yourself in it. It's a mental prison. That means you got to get yourself out this motherfucker. And it's a mental prison. Just get out. You in a little mental prison thinking whatever you doing in this overall energy, it's like whatever you getting away with, whatever you can do, it's like you in a self-imposed prison thinking you entitled to do this shit. Like, it's like a lot of fucking Aries I know. It's like, I know some of y'all, it's like y'all come to work late. Anybody else do it, they get rolled up. Anybody else do it, they get chewed the fuck out. You do it, it's cool. Because you cool with the boss and shit. It ain't a problem to you being late. You can do that shit all day. But your coworkers gonna have a problem with that. They're gonna take that shit to HR and be like, okay, why she or why he got like that, but we don't. The fuck's up with that? That's not professional. That's not right. That's not right. You know what I mean? It ain't. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if you would have just kept it on the hush, if you would have just been a little bit more conscious doing what you was doing, it wouldn't have blew up in the manner that it blew up. But somehow it blew up. Clarifying that, blow up, we got the Three of Swords. That's pain, which is basically mentally going past the point of no return, which is painful. To go in a whole circle only to go down a path that you wasn't trying to do in the first place. Pain will be, like I say, you ain't got it like the way you had it no more due to circumstance. Now you got to come to work on time. Now it ain't, you know what I mean? The boss got to be hard on you. The boss still fuck with you the long way, but they got to, you know what I'm saying, be on your ass to save their ass now. Shit just different. A place you didn't want shit to be, but it's there now due to other people, which ain't your fault, but it's part of being a big boy and big girl out here in these big streets, you know what I'm saying? You're just gonna have to conform to a few things, and it's mental what you conforming to. It ain't like you physically conforming to shit. It ain't like you emotionally feeling some type of way about this shit. It's just a quick shift in your mentality. You're gonna keep doing what you've been doing. It's just like, all right, I gotta think. I can't do it. It's like I can't show up to work late as much. They watching me now. You know what I'm saying? Like the cat was out the bag. You know what I mean? Come to the situation, Aries Woman, you got the Six of Swords. This is the coolest card from the movie Coolest. Rolling with the homies. It's swords. What are swords? Thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, the direction you go in life. Six of Swords is the coolest card. It's like the movie Coolest. In the movie Coolest, everybody was coolest in that movie. Parents was coolest, teacher was coolest, students were coolest. At the end of the movie, everything made sense though. Everything kind of clicked. That's what this card represents. Shit just clicking. Out of nowhere, clicking automatically, clicking for no fucking reason. You ain't finna ask questions. You just gonna keep doing what you just gonna click with it. What the fuck you was doing in his overall energy, bossing up, Aries. Like I said, when shit click, you don't trip. It's like you go in a restaurant, you eat a whole bunch of food. You know, they take your bill, clean the table, be like, "Thank you, have a nice day." You ain't even pay. You like, all right, shit. You walk out. You know, you sit in your car looking at the door, seeing if they gonna come out and find you. It look like it's legit, and you like, damn, I just got a free meal. You know, by you clicking with it, like I'm sure if you would have been like, hey, you sure I ain't gotta pay, or you know what I mean? If you would have asked more questions, or kind of like would have not click with the situation, it wouldn't have clicked with you. But you click. You know how to click with things that's clicking with you. That's part of Aries. That's part of y'all gift. Y'all know how to fit in any type of box, any type of category. Because y'all all about pentacles. Y'all about that bread. So for that money, like I say, y'all know how to do whatever y'all got to do. It's like, shit, you can be informal to get the money. You can be professional and get the money. You can be spiritual and get the money. You can be romantic and get the money. Like, it's too many ways you can go about it. And it ain't just you going about ways and getting shit. Shit just clicking. It's like a dog that has a scent that can find whatever it's trying to smell. It's just, that's how dogs work. Smell it, boy. He smell it. He goes to wherever the fuck the smell at. That's Aries. That's how y'all move. It's just, damn, how can you do that? I don't know. It should just be clicking. Why are you so good at what you do? Like, how did you even stay at this job this long? Like, whatever. You don't ask questions. You know what I mean? You just a person that lives in the moment and knows how to take advantage of situations as they arrive. Aries Woman, some shit finna click the way it kind of clicks with you, and it's kind of gonna get you smooth sailing. This is like some shit that's going. It's like a highway. It's like you've been driving the street your whole life, and then one day they build a fucking highway, and you drive on the first highway, and you just astonished, like, God damn, I'm moving. Now I can save time. Now I can save money. Now I can make more money. Like, this shit is just awesome. You know what I'm saying? It's mental. This whole click shit too. When shit click, you click with it in a manner where you coast it. Once again, Gucci for you, but fucked up for the people watching you skateboard down this shit you just clicked on. You found this hidden doorway. You found this highway. You established this little rapport you got with your boss to have shit clicking the way it's clicking. Just keep in mind of the people who not hate on you or want to be you, but they just want what you got. They want it how you getting it, but they ain't you. They're not you. Aries Male, coming to the situation. You got the Five of Wands. It's outside conflict. Shit that don't involve you unless you involve yourself in it. But why? I said shit 2 times. Five of Wands. That's outside conflict. Shit that don't involve you unless you involve yourself in it. What are wands? Things you're doing, things you've done. Not things you finna do because you ain't did it yet. Actions and behavior, pretty much. That's what wands are about. So coming to the situation, it's like an outside conflict is gonna find its way close to you or find its way to your doorstep. This is some outside shit. This is some shit you didn't see coming. This is some shit you didn't expect. This is like trouble. You don't go looking for trouble. You let trouble find you, and eventually trouble will. Now, this outside conflict you in, or that step to your doorstep, got a lot to do with some shit that was said or communicated or expressed. Eight of Wands, that's communication, that's expression, that's venting. It's letting some shit off your chest. This is like you a little frustrated, so you writing in your diary, or you like how I used to be when I was a rapper. I'm just putting my thoughts on paper and just doing that to vent, to express myself and shit like that. Something was said. And it was outside of your workplace. Outside of, I don't know, it's like a message. This is like an old voicemail that you had in an old phone to your boss that wasn't pleasing. And it just so happened like your boss needed a phone. You gave your boss your phone. And in the process of you giving your boss your phone, he heard the voice. Like you deleted like the triple X pictures, the little videos of the hoes you had in your phone. Like it took an all day to like get your phone ready to give to somebody else type shit, all metaphorically speaking. Analytics and shit. Analogies and shit. Like he just checked the voicemail. You got like video voicemails now and shit. It's like he checks the video voicemail and it's like a message to him. But it was like you called your own phone and was talking shit about the boss or something. Like I say, it was venting. You vented. Something you said. Could have been to a coworker, could have been to a person that's at the site of the job you work at. Like I say, what you said wasn't devastating, but you said it. It came from you. And by it coming from you, this changes things. You was the one that said this shit. You was the one that sent this message out. You was the one that was feeling this way this particular day, which could have been a long time ago, but now this shit has brought itself back to the surface. Now this shit is out in the open. It's an outside conflict. It's some shit you didn't know. You know what I mean? You didn't know this shit was gonna be this bad, but it is. And this is taking accountability for that. It's like y'all said that, but we was beefing during that time. Y'all was shorting me in my paycheck, like, but I mean, that it obviously didn't get to you. That was a message I basically said to myself about you. I was just, like I say, it's what you say, not behind people's backs, because that's cowardly, talking behind people's back. It's just what the fuck you would say in your comfort zone. It's like the bouncers at the club who always want to extra frisk me when I step in somewhere. It's like, goddamn, nigga just molest me. You know what I mean? Touch every goddamn thing, being all rough with a nigga. All right, you can get in. Like, and you know what I'm saying? Every time I leave a bouncer, I just turn around and do this shit. You know what I mean? Or nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just do some dumb shit on my way in the club. You know what I'm saying? It's like you a kid, you with your friends, you dig in your nose, get a booger, throw it in chip bag, shake that shit up, and you offer it to your friends. Somebody eat the booger. But somebody also seen you put the booger in the bag, and they just like, yo, he put a booger in the bag. He wasn't even gonna say nothing, and he giving it to y'all and shit. They gonna think you fucked up. You could just be fucking around. Who fucks around? Who plays like that though? But you got people that do shit like that to get you back. You know what I'm saying? Before you get them, type shit. It's just whatever it was some outside shit. It's some shit you didn't expect to come back around, but it did, and you're gonna have to deal with it, whatever that might be. Aries woman, you seven of pentacle, and when it comes to yourself, you re-reading. R-E-R-E. This is removing something, relocating from something, reissuing something, reneging on something, reversing a move, rehashing on something, going to rehab on something, releasing something, reordering some shit, reuniting with something, relaying a message, reverbing a sound or some shit like that. It's about seven of them. Rereads that you need to do. You know what I mean? The reason why you need to switch some shit around in your life right now is because of the path you on. Knight of Wands, that's moving fast and furiously towards your divine direction. And that just means you are where you're supposed to be at in life. So whether it's good, bad, or ugly, you right where you need to be. It was meant for you to be here. You reread. It's like you had a nice situation. Now, give it some shit. Now you kind of got to switch shit around just a tad bit. Not too much. You're going to have to switch your shit around. This is not what you kind of want to do. Switch up your style. Switch up your steed. Switch up your hours. Switch up your staff. Switch up the days you got to work now, given, you know what I'm saying, where you at. You're just in a place where change has to happen. This is just God, like I said, coming through your career, like your job. It's like, you know how it happens at your job? Like, a lot of people get fired. They do, like, a whole switch of management and shit. It's like they get rid of all the old administrative staff. They keep you, you know what I mean, and bring new people in. Now you got to deal with the new people. It's like you didn't bust your ass having a good rapport with the former administrators. Now it's like you got to bump elbows and get to know the new administrators. This got to do with your job. So you in the bathroom getting your motherfucking ass kissing lips ready to get out here and shake hands and bump elbows and kiss babies and shit to get that rapport back up the way you had it. Sucks, but it's a good problem. Going through good problems. And good problems are better than just whack, ordinary, fucked up, worser problems. You know what I mean? So, Aries male, you in regards to the feminines in your life, this is just a feminine energy. Could be your girl, could be your mom's. I mean, it could be your new daughter. You got a son. We got the Two of Cups. This is love, true love, real love, something real. And, you know, aside from romantics, connections and shit, this could be just the connection between you and your mom, the connection between you and your daughter, the connection between you and what you love to do, your career, your job and shit. Like, it's something you just fell in love with. But since it's got to do with a particular feminine, I just take it as you fucking with the right one, baby. You met a good one. Or a person that makes you feel true. It's like you fuck with other people, you know that's lust. This here, love. You fuck with all these little chicken head, little duck head assholes, you know what I'm saying? That shit only went to certain places. This shit going all the way. You know? You start to really understand exactly one particular relationship. You got a relationship with your mom, your girl, your friends, your boss. We all got connections in life. But this particular connection, that's kind of facilitated with a Pacific feminine. It's hitting you right here. I think about true love, man. That shit humbles you. Love transcends. So love will change you into a whole different person. Love will make you move different. Love will have your ass shit. Moving in ways you never thought you'd be moving. Doing shit you never thought you'd do before. That's the power of love. Luther Vandross, Power of Love. That's the song I'm hearing right now. Like, it's the power of love, Joe. That's really change you to a person you don't know, thus you feel like you aren't like. It's like you feel like you losing your edge. You feeling like being in love making you soft or weak or stupid. Like you ain't thinking straight. You know what I mean? It's like you recognize everything outside of what the connection is doing to you as of ours to the what the actual connection is doing to you. So it's a good connection you got. This is some shit you want to keep. This ain't nothing you want to dry out or let go by the wayside like the rest of these little demos and shit. Aries woman, you in regards to the masculine energy or the men in your life and shit, you got God. When God come out, it's either some good shit gonna happen, some bad shit gonna happen, or some ugly shit that's gonna happen in your life. 66% chance it's gonna be good or ugly. Even if it's ugly, it's good because it ain't bad. 33% of the chance it's gonna be bad. But even if it's bad, it's good when God come out because God don't make no mistakes. God works in mysterious ass ways. So it looks like God comes out to really help you Ace of Cups. What's Ace of Cups? Self-love, self-respect, self-admiration, self-realization, self-identification, self-awareness, self-care. I just take it as self-care. You got to take better care of yourself. Focus more on you. Aries, y'all like Leos, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all riders to the fifth degree. When it come to y'all lovers, when it come to like y'all family, when it come to like y'all jobs and causes and shit, like shit that you really care about, it's like you go to the end with it. For a relationship, you'll go to the ends of the earth for it. But in reality, if you took better care of yourself, because like I say, Ace of Cups, that's self-understanding. If you can understand yourself, you can understand the person you fucking with right now. If you really knew yourself, then you'll know what you're really looking for. You'll know what you really want or know what you don't want. You can't be so blinded by love you're willing to do anything to keep it. That's not thinking for yourself or that's not taking care of yourself doing that. You know what I mean? From loving yourself, you can love another person. Understanding yourself, you can understand somebody else. By respecting yourself, you can respect others. You just get in school. God really bringing you back to square one when it comes to why you need to focus on your star player. That's you. You can't go so hard for people who ain't gonna go hard for you. It's like you going hard in a relationship, but really you see it as this. But in reality, you're here, this person is here. They ain't where you at in the relationship. They ain't where you at in this business. They ain't where you at with protocol right now. So by you going extra hard, you're the only one going hard. Like you're the only one fighting for this relationship. You're the only one trying to have whatever it is you're trying to have with this person. If it ain't here, you don't have anything. At least if it's here, it'll be clear for you to love yourself. Fuck with yourself, respect yourself. Do you more until they able to do you the way you need to be done. Motherfuckers gotta do the opposite of mustard. If they can't, shit, man, you gotta let them go somewhere else to catch up. We ain't got time to be holding no hands. Especially not no man hand, unless this is your son. But even if it is your son, we ain't enabling men around here. You know what I'm saying? It's like your son getting older, and you're gonna have to teach him a lesson while teaching yourself a lesson. See, before I hit 17 or at 17 on my way waiting to leave home, I left home at 17, you know what I'm saying, to go to college and shit. Like before me and my twin sisters left home, mom she went ham on us, man. Like she started making us pay for rent, pay for utilities, like she had us doing like adult shit or paying for adult shit before we left the house. Number one, to give us a taste of what's to come. Living on your own and shit. Then to give her a taste of what life is gonna be without help. Like we wasn't just my mother's 3 kids, nigga. We was a free labor, free labor workforce. We were checks, tax write-offs, all kind of shit. You understand what I'm saying? It's like when you start taking care of yourself, you start getting a reality of your long-term wealth, health, love, self-expressions and shit. I'm thinking about my mom when we was at her house. She was kind of going crazy. She didn't have no way to really express herself. She was hearing us walking up and down the motherfucking stairs and shit. She said she could hear our voices and shit. Like she said she was missing the fuck out of us. She spent her whole life being a mom. Only for all her kids to be going off to college, which is fucking swell. You know what I'm saying? For her to be in the crib going crazy. But that's what she had to learn. She is Sagittarius, by the way. We're going to get into that next message. My mom had to really start taking care of herself for her to really know what time it was. She's so used to taking care of kids that she had to accept that her kids are fucking young adults. Eventually, what we got here is gone. So I'm going to have to learn how to fuck with myself hard because I ain't got my kids to fuck with now. Like, mom was on our ass, nigga. Like, it's like she had a lot of time on her hands just fucking our shit up. Not in a bad way, but just like I said, it's like, damn, mom, get some business and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was a lot. That was a big transition for her not having kids anymore. You know, she had 3. Now it's just her. And she's still dealing with it. Like, she's still dealing with that. As old as we are, as old as she is, she's still dealing with the fact that she ain't got kids no more. You know what I'm saying? That's why she's in daycare. That's why she's got a nonprofit program where she's helping kids in the community. She's just enthused about kids, nigga. We ain't kids no more, but she's still a mother to a shitload of kids in the community, and that came from her fucking with herself the right way. Wrapping up this reading, Aries Male, you in regards to yourself personally, you got the 2 of Wands. This is work. Or in my Billy Blanks voice, nigga, double time. You're going to have to step it up. You know what I mean? You already doing work, but you're going to have to do more work. Shit. You might think you ain't got time to do 2 things at once. You're going to have to try. You're going to have to step your grind up, step up your work ethic, step up your work period. It's a lot more shit you need to be doing. And this is the time to do it. It shouldn't take you being forced at a point to where you're going to have to get another job or have to find another means of Tuawani. Tuawani is making ends meet. Like, we're talking about you making ends meet. This could be debt. This could be bills. It could be something that's in the way of what you already got going on. But you're going to have to handle this and what you already had going on and find out a way to make them bitches bounce and balance out. Otherwise, you're going to be in twice more debt. Otherwise, you're going to lose twice as much money. Otherwise, you're going to be in twice as much trouble going into the future. Future final role, Aries woman, going to the future, you got the Three of Pentacles. It's all about bridges. This is you and somebody else doing some shit. Told you, you focusing on yourself now. So by being pro yourself right now, you're going to have to really watch who you bring in your cipher to build a bridge with. This is the relationship between you and your kid and the shit y'all do. You and your lover and the shit that y'all do. You and your family and the shit y'all do. You at your job and the shit that you do. You got more than enough bridges in your life. At this point, anybody trying to create a bridge with you, you need to be on guard. Do you deserve to be in my life? Do I even need you in my life? Like, I can take care of myself. I'm not looking for nobody to take care of me. Like, I'm an adult, my motherfucking self. I don't need nobody schooling me like I'm some kid. You a grown-ass motherfucking man. I ain't got time to be holding hands. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if whoever coming in your cipher, in your space or in your face, if they ain't coming, number one, with something to bring to the table, tell them to fucking scram or fuck off. If a person stepping in your cipher ain't got nothing financial to give, spiritual to give, emotionally to give, they ain't really got nothing to give. You know what I mean? If they ain't really like gonna take you to a higher height or make you a better person, like if they ain't really coming with them terms and conditions, you better by your fucking self. And that's what you're understanding. Final card of this message. Aries Male, you got an 8 of Pentacles. This is your life in one card. Shoes on your feet, the clothes on your back, the bed you sleep on, the four walls you call a home. Home is anywhere outside the streets, unless you're sleeping in the streets. This is a life. Millionaire people got millionaire money, but no life. And I know bums on the street with nothing, but they got a better life than yours. They living life like it's going better than you out this motherfucker. Like, life is what you make it, and so are your pentacles. But you're gonna have to get your life back, or your life back on track. It seems like it's a shit full-time job doing that, but you gotta succeed. You gotta succeed. That's the message that I got. Hope I can be of good use. It's your boy D.Boom. Stay tuned for Sagittarius and deuces.